Gaming the right way is now live. Streaming MLB25, Gaming the right way playing as the 2015 New York Mets.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins.
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Marlins.
So just about set. Getting the nod in this one, Valente Beozo. What do you look for here?
Leading off tonight for
Well,
the
last year
Mets,
kind of around the
right
league
fielder,
average in terms of
#3.
ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a #1 or #2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Next offering upstairs. Line drive. Hill makes the grab, one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And here's the first baseman. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And it's through for a hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 on, 1 out. Now the left fielder. 2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The pitch. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And here is number 26. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Struck him out looking.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the mound in this one, number 49. What's the word on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Jesus Baez. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. We go to the bottom of the first. Leading off, Otto Lopez.
The second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. That one fouled off. 2-2. That one the other way. And it gets down for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Up the middle, base hit into center field. Lopez around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, no outs. Connor Norby digs in now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So digging in, Derek Hill. Foul ball there.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next offering misses down and away.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Slice to right. And there are two down.
Batting six.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs. At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit. And a big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Clips the corner, 2-2 now.
Well, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seemed to play better in road games.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that skips in the dirt. One out, base is empty. And it gets by him.
We know you got to watch the ball all the way into the glove. I think he just tried to be too quick right there and skipped the first step of the process. I'm sure he's in disbelief at what just happened, more so than anyone else.
Here's Baez. The 1-1. Chop to third. Paulie. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And here's the rookie center fielder. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Mets leave one, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Davison De Los Santos.
Davison De Los Santos.
Base hit. And a good start to the inning. Agustin Ramirez with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Agustin Ramirez getting ready to hit. Fouls one off. 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Graham Paulie. The 1-1 is fouled off. De Los Santos leads off first with one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
There's a swing and a miss.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Snap throw to first. Throws it away. There goes the runner. To third, right. That ends the frame. Marlins leave one. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Miami, on to the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, number 3. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. Out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 out, space is empty. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine.
Griffin Conine.
Line to left. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting, the
Connor Norton,
hitter.
the next up for the Marlins. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Two down, nobody on.
The count is full.
He goes down looking. Miami down in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's the left fielder, number 23.
Morabito.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Up the middle. Edwards. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
Oh, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
Now it's the second baseman.
That's out.
The Fish up by a run. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Darnell.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill.
Hill.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering misses, and now it's 3-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Myers.
And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. And now 2-2. Hill aboard here at first with nobody out. That one missing inside. Movement in the bullpen. Number 47 appears to be getting loose. Matz warming up as well. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 49 is done. So they turn to the lefty in this spot. Number 38. He's making his second appearance of the season. Davison de los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. And a swing and a miss there.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
And a 1-2. And down on strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite.
EST violence on streamview.com. Remove the space at X0UG3RH3.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And a strike on the outside edge. Next pitch is outside.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And a 1-1. And misses inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Marlins strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Michael Conforto. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that's outside. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Ronnie Enriquez getting loose out there. Martinez getting cranked up as well.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Jesus Baez up now for the Mets. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Here's the center fielder. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Chopped left side. Gets it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder, Griffin Conine.
So up next, Griffin Conine. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
The
2
batter,
away.
number 9, shortstop Xavier.
2 down,
Edwards.
base is empty. Now Xavier Edwards. The shortstop takes the ball.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 5. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. On the mound now, Ronnie Enriquez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Back here in Miami, started the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, number 3. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carson Ben.
And here's the first baseman.
That's ball 2.
Action in the pen down there. Anthony Bender, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Fauché, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Breaking ball inside.
Ball 2.
Now 2 balls and a strike.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball right side. Lopez got him on the off-balance throw. And that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the DH, Connor Norby. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Activity in the bullpen. A right-hander is up and throwing.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
3-2.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that one.
Man at first, and up next for Miami, Derek Hill. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And that misses. Now 2-2. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Davison De Los Santos.
And at the plate for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Norby leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, Benj puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Marlins.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Bender.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Mets.
Well,
the
1-run game. Now it's the second baseman.
Ewing.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. To the right side, Lopez. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sent it over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Looking to get the tying run on base. Here's a high chopper. Paulie zips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. They still trail 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 62.
Now pitching for
this is
the
his
New York
3rd
Mets.
time out this year.
Number 62. Ty Adcock.
Welcome back. Taking
Leading
a look
up
at our
for
game
the
summary.
Marlins, the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
And that's a strike. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right
Now
there.
batting,
Just hasn't
third
looked very
baseman,
comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Base hit. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins.
Nope, that's inside.
Paulie, the base runner at first with one out. Fought off foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, 1 out. And the batter now, Griffin Conine. And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Pitch misses there. Full count now.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Two on, 1 out. Hit softly on the ground to third. Right to second. There's one out. The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Jesus Baez. 1-1. That's a little bit low. Miami's bullpen with some action. Andrew Nardi, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fauché, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Out towards left center. Edwards sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And now the center fielder. One down, base is empty. And fouled off. That's inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Bloop behind second. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 3.
And now the right fielder.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right down to shoot. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And a good eye there.
Outside.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2 on the way. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Number 39 will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Xavier Edwards now at the plate.
Edwards.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby. Check on the runner. And he's back in on a dive. Runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air, right center field. Dives. What a play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins.
Two balls, one
in
strike.
the dirt. Edwards leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Two balls, two strikes.
Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-base strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. 2 outs. In there at the knees.
3-2.
That to right. Sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. One left for Miami, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Now pitching for
Back
the Marlins.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
43.
Andrew Nardi. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. And the batter now, David Wright.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
That misses, and a count 2-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And delivers outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Bench in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-1 is on the way. That's hard hit on the line. And it's caught for the out.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And that one in the air center field. Hill settles underneath it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, Nick.
So they're down to their final out. Number 23 up now for the Mets. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The Mets down to their final strike. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Line drive. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Here's the second baseman. So the tying run at second. Swinging a foul out of play.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense.
And now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez.
Catcher,
1 for 3.
Ramirez.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-run game, bottom 9. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Myers in the box now, takes strike 1. Rolled over to third, right. Slings to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Number 34 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9, and at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Swinging a ground ball, and that goes foul.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Got him. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie. You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Norby stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Right in the box with 2 gone.
0-1.
And takes a look at a called strike. And that's in for a strike. 0-2. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
That's how you check a box to start your career, Boog. First MLB win in your first MLB start. Congratulations to him on a major milestone.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you.